Now we're going to be playing a game called Panel of Experts. I'll be coming back to you for some more suggestions about other things. But first, let's bring in our contestants. Contestant, let's do numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. All right. So Jeremy's our expert on Star Trek. And then for Gabby, we need a favorite book of yours, maybe from when you were a kid, or if you are a kid, your favorite book. For Alex, give us your favorite period of history, favorite time in the history of the world. How about ancient Rome? Are you good for ancient Rome?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Again, you don't have to know much about it except they wear togas. That's about, you
Okay.
you get to make it up. And then for Lauren, how about some favorite movies? Lauren, you are an expert on sharks. Sharks, okay? And Jaws, but sharks.
Aww.
And then Zoe, for Zoe, we've got some great suggestions here. I'm going to pull, let's do like Abraham Lincoln. Zoe, you're an expert on Abraham Lincoln. The panelists are going to introduce themselves. They're going to tell us their name, what their area of expertise is, and why they love that subject so much. While they are doing that, what I need from you, audience, is to give us questions. They can be questions that are specific to a panelist and their expertise. They can also be questions where you're asking for advice. You've got a problem in your life, and you go to our panelists for advice on love, on money, on work, anything at all. So you can start giving us some questions while panelist number 1 introduces himself.
Hello, I am the Sergeant C. John. I am the expert on the movie series Star Trek. No one is better than me at the Star Trek movies when it comes to answering questions and trivia.
Hi, I'm Stacy from the Babysitters Club, and I know.
Hello, my name is Giuliano Ciziano, and I'm an expert on ancient Rome.
Thank you, Giuliano.
I am the expert on sharks. Watch out, I'm coming for you.
What's your name?
Lauren.
All right, thank you.
My name is Carrie Midlum, and I'm an expert on George Washington. Not because I didn't make it into college or anything.
All right, thank you, Carrie. Great, so we have a lot of questions that rolled in. Let's see. Contestant, Sergeant, here's a good question. So Star Trek world, Star Trek movies, what are these characters' favorite food in the Star Trek world?
You see, the character's favorite food tis be spaghetti. For spaghetti is made of noodles, and noodles are the favorite food of the person.
Wow, spaghetti in space. I love it. All right. Hey, Stacy.
Salsa.
Oh, thank you. Stacy of the Babysitters Club. One of our audience members is trying to get a job. Now you've got a job. Can you give them some suggestions on how to get a job?
How to get a job? Well, first thing you do is don't get a job.
Okay. What's the second thing you do?
The second thing you do is, if you're trying to get a job, don't be yourself. Do some crazy things.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Giuliano, you probably like spaghetti. Do you like spaghetti too?
Of course, I love spaghetti. Spaghetti is the whole reason that I enjoy ancient Rome. When I visited there with that time travel guy from a few minutes ago, he took me back to ancient Rome and I was able to try all of the spaghetti. That Star Trek guy, yeah, he can't compete with the spaghetti from ancient Rome.
Wow. Well, like we hear it from the source right there. Thank you. Lauren, we know you're all about the sharks and everything, but sharks are also kind of how we describe people in finance, in money. What's the best way to make $1 million if you were a shark?
Well, the best way probably is to not scare people. Prefer not to eat them.
So the best way to make $1 million is not to eat sharks?
No, not to eat people.
Like sharks
Oh,
have to eat them.
oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
a shark. I just look like a human.
All right. Wow. I will try to avoid eating humans. Maybe I'll make some money. All right. Hey, let's see. Carrie, expert on Lincoln, got a question for you. So you know about the fashions at that time, and Lincoln is known for his very special look. What's like the weirdest fashion thing that was going on during Lincoln's presidency?
Well, you see, it was called a top hat. It's basically a round circular thing at the bottom and then a giant tube at the top. Some could go up to 20 feet. Quite frankly, I didn't see the point of that. You know, a lot of people say Lincoln wore that. Well, that's a lie. They made a statue and it had a lie on it. He never wore that. Never. It's just one giant conspiracy theory. It's not that I didn't study or anything.
Wow, thank you, Carrie. Hey, Stacy, we have a question for you about the Babysitters Club. What has been the most challenging thing about caring for kids during the pandemic?
The kids have to wear a mask.
Why is that challenging? That sounds like a good thing.
They want to take it off every second.
Oh, okay, I understand. Hey, Sergeant, are you an original or are you a clone?
I am the clone of the original sergeant.
Oh, okay, so you're only like one removed?
Yes.
Okay, that's not too bad. Giuliano, if I went back to ancient Rome, how would I find Waldo?
Oh, Waldo's in the Colosseum, and he's actually participating in a bullfight. I don't know if he's still alive, though. The bull is very rampant. I actually saw him on my time travel visit. He's very large, and none of the contestants going up against the bull have survived. So I'm not sure you'll be able to find Waldo, but I wish you the best of luck.
All right, sounds like he'd be easy to find because he's not going to be moving around much.
That's true. You might find him in the Colosseum.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Lauren, what makes sharks so scary?
The teeth, of course. What do you expect? Their fins.
Oh, their fins are scary?
No, they're not.
They're not scary.
Their
Is-
teeth are.
Oh, their teeth are. Yeah, oh boy, your teeth are scary.
And they're gonna fight you.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Carrie. So I know you're an expert on Abraham Lincoln, but you know, he's also often said in the same breath as George Washington. Like a lot of people think of those two as the greatest presidents. Did Abraham Lincoln have false teeth?
Well, you see, the thing is that Abraham Lincoln had no teeth. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did have false teeth. However, when he had no teeth, it made him really, really hard to speak. So he'd just be like, nah, nah, nah. So I assume he did have to get false teeth, though I'm half percent sure half his tongue got cut off. I'm not
Oh
quite
my
sure
goodness.
why.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, all right, panelists, you've been so full of information. I just have one last question that I'm going to throw out to all of you. I just want to know, like, what have you learned? Like, what's the most important thing you've learned about your area of expertise that could help other people? Like, what's the biggest chunk of wisdom you could share with us? Sergeant?
Never trust the alien race, the Oddjournals, for they will steal all your spaghetti and won't apologize or pay for a new one.
Boy, that's words to live by. Thank you
And
so
they
much.
take all your salsa that you can't, and now you can't put it on the spaghetti anymore.
Wow. Your spaghetti saucer?
Spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
No, spaghetti sauce.
Oh, sauce. I was getting space mixed up. All
No
right.
salsa.
All right. Stacy, give us some wisdom from the Babysitters Club.
Don't become a babysitter. It is very, very, very helpless.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm doing great. I should be a millionaire and not a babysitter. Giuliano, please tell us, what have you learned from ancient Rome?
The best thing that I've learned from ancient Rome is that someone who doesn't visit Italy is so inferior to those who have visited. Those who have visited are better at different languages, they're better at art, they're better at tasting food, they're just smarter in every single way. So visit Italy, study ancient Rome, and become a full human.
I spent 20 minutes in the Rome airport once. Am I a better human being for it?
Yes.
I'm
So enlightened in your
doing great.
experience.
Lauren, what have you learned from sharks?
That they can cure your human disease called corona if you let them bite you.
Oh, okay. So like, if I
Oh,
let
I'll
bite me, it's
call my
actually
shark friends out. They'll do it for you. Just
All
get
right.
in line.
all right. So a shark bite is a healthy thing. Not sure if I trust this, but okay.
Hey, I'm the shark expert here.
You're the expert.
I'm not a liar.
No, I would not accuse you of that. No
And
way.
also, sharks are actually very friendly. So,
Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Carrie,
Yes.
what's the biggest chunk of wisdom from Abraham Lincoln?
Let's see. I think I may need to go back to college before I keep on telling people these lies. I mean, this is very truthful, the information I've been saying, and I think Abraham Lincoln would say that free the slaves.